So you're saying, yes, the American people will be able to see all of these transcripts, and how soon will that happen?
When our investigation is over. And I just want to be clear, because it's a fair question. Why are we doing, this part behind closed doors?
Right.
It's because this is a tight circle of people who saw the president's shakedown scheme. We don't want witnesses sharing with each other what they heard or what they did.
That's the Democrat Eric Swalwell with Martha last night, awaiting Gordon Sondland's testimony on the Hill. He arrived 10 minutes ago. Democrats saying they will release, as you just heard, interview transcripts at some point. Adam Schiff revealing a bit more in a letter that went public yesterday. Let's talk about that with Hans von Spakovsky, senior legal fellow for the Heritage Foundation, former Department of Justice official. Sir, good morning and welcome back. I want to focus on three things here. Schiff says we will do public hearings. He didn't say when or who would be there, but what is your read on what he revealed in that letter? Start there, Hans.
Well, having public hearings at some point in the future is not adequate. Look, they are engaging in one of the most serious undertakings the House can do it. And Schiff doesn't really have a reason or an excuse for why he is barring, for example, members of the other committees that are involved in this impeachment investigation from these depositions. Why is he not allowing them to participate, to sit in on them, to ask questions? How can you have a complete and credible investigation if the members of these other committees are barred from questioning witnesses? That makes no sense.
Well, Republicans have beaten them up on that, but they haven't moved. They haven't changed their position. In the meantime, you've got Gordon Sondland now on the Hill. He was blocked a week ago. Why would the White House change their strategy a week later and allow him to give this interview? What changed?
Well, I think what's changed is that, look, the texts and other information that's come out on Sunderland are good for the White House and bad, frankly, for the Democrats, because his texts show that he had a conversation with the president and told others involved in Ukraine that there was no quid pro quo. What the president was concerned about, what people have been concerned about for years, is the corruption inside the Ukraine and the fact that we've been sending them a lot of money, and we should always be concerned if we're providing foreign aid to a country where corruption is rife.
So maybe Sondland clears it up. Let's see what comes of this. I came across this quote from Jackie Spires. She's a Democrat from California. She's on the House Intelligence Committee, so she's part of the questioning of all these interviews. Here's her quote. She said, the most important thread that we're teasing out on all this is the fact that the President of the United States has been running a shadow foreign policy with Rudy Giuliani, who is a private citizen. He has no credentials, and it's confusing our allies around the world and thrilling our adversaries. I saw that and I asked, where's the crime in that? Does that give you direction as to where they are headed right now?
Yeah, they're disagreeing with the president's conduct of foreign policy. That's neither a violation of federal law, and the president has broad authority. Think about how many instances in the past where prior presidents have actually asked private citizens to take on missions for them abroad. A quick Google search and you'll sure turn up a lot of them. There's nothing illegal about that whatsoever. It's just they don't like the way he's conducting foreign policy. That's not an impeachable offense.
Well, if that's all you have right now, it'll be interesting to see how the public feels about it. Hans, thank you so much for coming back here. We will speak again. Many more issues to get to. Thank you, sir.